playoff. The Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
With all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from him.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And bulldozing his way through. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And third and short, they hand the ball off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Here's the snap. And he's looking to throw. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds an open target on the left side. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. They bring him down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
A quick juke. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And the catch is made, but they're moving backwards. There's a loss on the play.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down. It's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. It's going to bring up third down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks to the left for a quick throw. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's looking deep here. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's running out of time here. And the pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Looking to throw yet again. Pass rush closing in. Important second down play coming up. Takes the toss, heads to his right. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now they get set to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Hunt. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. He's got room looking for the end zone. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Cannot escape him. Down he goes.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they've regained the lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Defense is coming after him, trying to extend the play. Look at the time in the pocket. Finally delivers to the left. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense is still clicking.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. The lead is now 21-17. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And this one will be fair caught. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. And the Noles come to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver, Kirk, perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And the point after is good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, that one's picked off.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. That completion sets up an important third down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws it to the right. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They go with a direct snap. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. It was a foot race and he won it.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And tackled there by the defense.
But he's such a threat with those legs, and the defense is aware of that. This time, eyes on a swivel. Good job of being aware of that quarterback threat. They kept him out of the goal line and prevent the 2-point conversion.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Receivers are bunched together. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. The Noles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down. And now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
They're 1 for 3 so far on fourth down attempts. Can they convert here? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It's a quick grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They'll take the lead in the second half. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the quarterback dropping back. He makes the catch, a successful two-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown. Tie. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. The pocket breaking down. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Seminoles come to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Caught quickly. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Shotgun, empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And the back now goes in motion. From the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his man. Has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. It's a shotgun run call. Oh, they've got him behind the line. It's a tackle for loss to wrap up the third quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. 3rd and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get the 6 points now?
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. And he will score! Touchdown, Knowles. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Alabama offense back onto the field. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Snags a quick throw. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense cannot be stopped. Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down. That run picks up 1st down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Dunks a short throw down to the running back. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Wideouts now clustered. Looking to chuck it again. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And now the handoff. They test the middle, but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere. Second down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The short completion to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down play coming up for this offense. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Punt over the middle. It's Harris. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. And the big numbers just continue to pile up from this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Here's the throw deep downfield. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? The 40. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. The kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. So they'll retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. The DB is backing off from the line now. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this.